93.9 The Beat, iHeartRadio, Casey along with Romeo, and one of the performers for the Beat Barbecue and Cabana Fest. Let's give him a round of applause, everybody. Come on.
Cool, Flo, what up? Mr. Flo himself is here, man. How you feeling?
You feeling great
Flo.
all the time, always great.
So where did you get your name from? I'm gonna guess, but go ahead.
Like my last name in Korean is Ko.
Okay.
And I always liked that the best, so I like KO, like knockout.
Okay.
And then I just added flows, so it's like knockout flows. Or KO could also mean like Korea's own.
Yeah.
And it's also like the first two letters of Korea. And ever since coming to Hawaii, I've just been seeing KO a lot. It's a great sign.
Yeah.
I just know it's all super aligned with that. So like I like KO flows because it's simple and it rhymes. And
My thought, okay, what I was thinking is because you were telling us earlier that you're Korean and you flow, so I thought, okay, so I was wrong.
Yeah, no, that's what I was pretty much trying to say.
I was actually wrong on that. So welcome, man. We're excited that you're here. You know, you got high energy, bro. You came up in here.
It's like it's just the electricity in your blood. You know, like how amped are you for everything in life, including like the shit you don't like. You know.
Yeah. Man, we're excited that you're here, and we're definitely we're excited to see you perform at the Beat Barbecue.
Yeah. Okay.
Crazy.
All right. So hold on for a second. This is what happens when you're doing live. When you're on.
We're doing live.
This is okay. He's he's got a very angry wife.
No, she's not angry. She was talking to somebody else.
Okay. Man, appreciate you coming here. Hope we can't wait to see you tomorrow. But one of the biggest things that I've wanted to ask you, because you came here with that amazing energy, that amazing vibe. Look like you've been on vacation for a while here.
Every day,
right?
Every day you gotta just enjoy that shit and invest into your like well-being, and how happy you are. For real.
So where did you come here before? I know we had spoken earlier, but you got to tell everybody where you came from before coming to Oahu.
Well, it's been a long journey before coming to Oahu. I was on the Big Island about 2 weeks ago just working on my project. And before that, I was in Florida trying to find a place to set up a studio. But we didn't like the environment we was in. So out of nowhere, we just came out to Big Island. And ever since I got there, I just started like reinventing and innovating myself. And like learning like how to really like mess with my own craft and just like it and enjoy doing what I'm doing with music, because the industry's so stressful. So like I just started this whole concept project out there and came out really good. I finished recording it, and then so I hit up my homie Nate, and he plugged me in for the show. Like I really like Janae Aiko and I really like Daylight, so I was like, yo, I have to get on the bill. My homie Fortunate sent me the bill like 2 months ago, and I straight up told him, yo, I'm gonna get on that.
Wow.
And like 2 months later, we about to rock tomorrow. It's gonna be crazy because I've been going so hard just preparing for it. Like I take every day like training for like a crazy battle, like I'm about to go in war,
Man, like I was saying earlier, man, your energy definitely shows it. You seem like you're ready for the world, man.
Yo, like I've always been like, yo, we ready. Like not even just saying it though, like doing it like in terms of performing. Like that whole thing of stage fright is there so you could like conquer that. And I was scared to like perform at first because, just growing up in this type of society, you're not really sure of what is going to do what. So I really had to like detach from everything and relearn everything that I was ever taught, and then just started working on my breath, and my music came effortlessly. Like that's why I like freestyling a lot, because it's not really thinking, you're just being you in the moment and like channeling energy and just like being able to like spark someone's mind, because it's all electric,
Is that how words come to your mind, bro? Because when you're flowing, right, and you're freestyling, words just come to you automatically, right? Does that have a lot to do with the wordplay? Is how big your vocabulary is, or what you've experienced in life? I mean, how does that come to you?
Oh, it's definitely a balance of all three, and putting it all together into one representation and expression of yourself. So like with the wordplay, like that wordplay literally means to like play the game, just always practice, always try to beat the levels and go up. So like that's important to match with the experience in your life. Like everything's experience. Experience is more important than wisdom and knowledge. Well, I wouldn't say more important, but it's the product. Like experience is the product, and vice versa too. So like being able to embody the past, future, and the present within like a single moment is just like a really strong thing that I always knew that no matter how hard it would be to get my sonic range to like display itself the right way, I just kept going at it, just like going back to the basics of like Eastern teachings and just like being in nature really opened up my psyche and being able to create again.
That explains the Big Island situation.
Yeah. How did that come about? You just like, hey, we're going to go to the Big Island.
I mean, because
like,
out of all the islands, you chose the Big Island where they recently just talked about how many volcanoes erupted and pretty much wiped out, majority. I mean, some
That's
of the
why
island.
I went. I was like,
that's why you went?
There was a massive purge on the island where there was amazing lava flows that wiped out like certain areas, and I just feel like probably because like all the tourism and all the vacation rentals on Mama Earth, like that shit is really like kind of disrespectful to the culture sometimes. So I feel like I really believe in all the legends of like Pele and lava flow and how it moves, how it's its own spirit. So like I just went out there to like really just investigate that shit, and I just feel it in my whole body. Like that shit charges your whole entire aura up, just being so isolated in water, because when you're in water it cleanses your soul. So like just like being able to set up a lifestyle where you're able to swim, be in the sun, eat good, and perform every day is so critical for like in all aspects. For anybody trying to do anything, you should know your worth so much that you're setting your life up for such greatness that like can never be degraded, you know?
So did you get to spend some time at Kilauea Volcano?
Yeah, I remember I went
saw
there.
it with your eyes. Okay.
Yeah, I went there by myself one day. It was pouring rain. It was really cold. And I was just like shirtless and barefoot. I was like, yo, I'm going to just go. I ran out the car, ran to it. There was like nobody there. It's usually pretty crowded. I just went straight to the craters and sat there for hours just like communicating with it.
Massive, right? It's
a
massive volcano.
The crater is huge. Like,
yeah.
I feel like lava flow is like the essence of all creation within the elements of the physical. Yeah.
So, there were new land was forming as it was spewing lava. The last big one, right?
Yeah.
It was like, I think a year ago today, actually.
I'm going to invest in that land, just letting you know.
Okay.
Smart.
if it's available for me to invest, I would.
Yeah. But
you know what? So you are very popular for your flows. I mean,
it's like mostly getting known in New York for freestyling and open mics and stuff.
How is it like you being an Asian guy coming into this whole situation? Like
it was crazy, dude. Everyone trying to shit on me. Everyone trying to like kind of just look at me with like kind of the expression like you can't rap. So it made me go hard and just made me spend time by myself and like just practicing the craft, freestyling by myself really put me on another level, because I was able to originate a flow like in myself that like can really like be on par with like different types of music. Yeah, because I plan to expand my genres continuously.
You plan on like ghost writing and stuff for people as well, or?
Well, that's a tricky topic. Like if it's the vibe and we're in the studio, like out of just like compassion out and the will to create, I'd be a part of whatever it takes to get the song done.
Yeah, because I almost feel like, a guy with talent like this, it's like, okay, you can probably make how many songs by freestyle in a day. Might as well give a couple away to some, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I like writing, because it can concentrate your experience of freestyling into like a concentrate for it to be very direct. But freestyling is more like about the skill, and because it takes a lot of skill to make a song, but it's really about the production and the engineering and the people you surround yourself with, not even in the studio, outside of it.
So who's the guys that you actually brought? Who's the crew? Who's your squad?
I'm with my brothers, Ja Will.
Okay.
He from Florida and raised in Queens. We met out there.
Okay.
Yeah, he MC. Just similar resonance, like doing everything, expanding to every craft. I got my homie Mederick here. Yeah. A dope MC, producer, engineer, video editor, and also just on this wave of expanding to all crafts. Here with my homie Fortunate. He's a dope MC, very melodic, straight from Harlem. Mederick's from the Bronx. And he's just guys just early on we was rapping like through all these tough times. Like when it's raining in New York, when it's cold out, we would just have a little speaker. And just go around, go on the train. We go on the train, start rapping and rapping. People would give us money, and we use that money for studio time to create the music. Wow. And then it would make the music so authentic.
That's a dope story.
I'm also here with
a great story.
Yeah.
You used to freestyle
Yeah.
to the trees?
There be times
Bro.
where it's like we sitting in the park with nobody, and it's like, you know, I see trees as just another person. So like, it's just practice to rap with another type of person. Like every person is literally like a different spirit from somewhere else. You know, it's like everyone's really different. So like, I don't know, just like starting to open up my mind to the plants and stuff. Really just like help my own connection within self and knowing like what is and what the world is.
Yeah. And you said your camera guy right there too.
Yeah, I'm
I
here
see
with
you
my
about to shout him
homie
up.
Kai and my homie Dean. They
Okay.
both from New York as well. They dope videographers. Been riding on the road.
They all came with you to the Big Island?
Nah, I came with Ja Will,
Okay.
and then I met Kai, the videographer there,
Right.
and then yeah, they were there. Everyone else was cooking up in New York while I was just spending time in isolation, and for inspiration itself, and then just started creating music, and then we got this festival popping, so everybody came out. Oh, my shoulder just popped out.
Yeah.
It's good though.
Dude.
You all right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's because like growing up playing ball, it's like with the right crossover, it kind of overextended my shit. Like I've done shows before, where it's like I'm wilding out and like my arm goes back too much, and it
Pops
pops
out.
out and I gotta put it back in.
Wow.
It's not bad though. It could be worse.
all right.
You could add interviews to that list of things that pop your shoulder
Yeah.
out. Dang. I've never seen that happen. I seen it going though, but
Especially on set.
yeah.
Bro,
I
he,
was like
he,
pointing, it's like shit.
he brought up you being Asian, right? In
Yeah,
this
Korean.
industry, a Korean, right? So, you know, one of the things that he also said was that you mentioned that they give you a little hard rub, you know, and they tell you can't rap.
In the beginning, yeah,
the
but
beginning.
now it's like super
They know
leverage
you.
because like, oh shit, because I don't even feel like I need to speak to like prove to myself or anyone
right.
or who I am. So like, just by the like people's perception, I see a change as I have more self-confidence in my like my
Right.
posture in life. You know how I'm standing.
Yeah. I have the same problem, you know, people tell me you can't rap, and I say I can't.
You can't.
I'll just-
Everybody, you rapping right now. You rapping right now. Everything.
Not
you
good
know?
though.
That's great.
I
just
tried
playing.
battle rapping Romeo. I lost, but that's okay.
I lost too. I don't know how that happened. We
Both
both
of you
lost.
The greatest match of all time.
I don't know how we both lost, but we did.
Oh man.
But we want to hear you, man. We want to hear you do a little something for us. Is that cool? You gonna spit a couple
I
flow
said
for us?
revelations in the eye full. I've been cycling it vital. I've been hype up on the high note. They can't tell me what do I know. I was born up seeing idols, always praying on a title. Living in this West, why I gotta buy a rifle. Traveling on better tours, fighting off the predators. Rising out of hell, yeah, I gotta just connect the cord. Metaphors up in my head, asking what I'm treading for. And the blessing always getting more. Younger than I've been before. Frequently a winning score. Shooting like a liquor store. Blinking made me flicker more. Open eyes and lift this sword. We the champions, any type of obstacle. Shifting with this engine by the drifting to impossible. This root chakra do block them if they taking shots. We stirring courage over worries in this vacant pot. Making major moves, still living as a minor. Silence in my mind, only thing that gets me higher. I keep my conscious in suppression while I'm making noise. Working like a machine gun, strengthening this voice. I feel that pressure, but that shit will never get to me. Leaving with my legacy, perceiving with telepathy. We be the chosen ones. I know we got the golden touch, like who the fuck opposing us? Sixth sense composing, I follow intuition, leading in this generation. I can never stop till I see us in the changes. United States dividing races all across the globe, trying to flip me to that kind of strip me for that pot of gold. But it's all good cause I'm living in all worlds. Freestyle every day, this is how we twirl. Moving in the cycles, we just living like disciples every single day. This is how we cycle. I'm moving up and down whenever stuck in sound. You know we about to go erupting now. Yeah, out of luck for now, but I'll find it again. So every single day, man, I write with the pen. I'm talking about freestyling all from within. This is all off the dome, man, I gotta go again. And what it really is when you spitting with this writtens and you living in conflictions and you trying to go and get it, but you got it. Feeling like the prophet, never stop it, never at the red light. This is how we dropping out the tropics into a new type of fucking place. I ain't mean to curse, but I'm breaking out the place. I gotta keep on moving as I'm moving as a stasis. This is how we do, man, I'm backing out the spacing. Every single day-ish, this is how we do it. I'm living in this night, man, I do it so damn fluent. Caught the beat quick, man, I'm living in the silence. I don't need no music just to spit it ultraviolet. Living like the pilot, also with the passengers. Came back from Africa, then woke up to the rapture end. Everything we doing, man, they trying to go and capture this. I'll never sell my soul for the fully loaded cash and shit. And what it is when you living in this world, pass it off quick, man, it's all just a twirl.
Hey.
Give it up, man.
Dang.
Woo!
Hey.
Bro, off the top of his dome, bro.
Yeah, I could go again too. Like,
He could go on forever.
He I can tell he's like, yo. I can tell he had a lot more coming. He was ready for battle.
Yeah.
He's ready for round 5.
Bro.
That's gonna be at the show tomorrow. It's gonna be crazy. You're just gonna pull up and vibe crazy. I always like not thinking about anything at shows, especially, and just like being real isolated and not talking much, and then pulling up on stage and getting everyone lit.
Yeah,
like that's the key to life. That's why I like MCing. It's not just for like the spotlight and all the types of things like that comes with it.
Yeah,
to like for you to utilize it to spread the message. So I like just looking in the crowd and like being able to sonically like heal them, like kind of like a crystal bowl. When you hit it, kind of clears your mind out, or when you hear certain music. So I'm trying to master that music that is so me though, that will never sound like anyone else like ever, you know, like leave a real legacy here.
Yeah.
So how'd you transition? Did you do battle rap or music first, or?
Nah, it was all like ciphering, like like in Brooklyn, like when I was 15, I would skip school. I was studying marine biology, and I was like, nah, I got to do music because that's the real marine biology to the science of the art. So I just like left my school, just started cutting every day, going to ciphers, and basically that pushed me so hard to start entering as a presence into the ciphers. So I wasn't that good at first, but I always knew in my mind before starting I could do it. So I'll just start going in and, you know, just like being around the right people, learning what it means to have like an environment to grow in, and then mastering that within myself. Just like always like really liked hip hop and what the master of ceremonies is, like the ability to create a whole entire festival out of nothing pretty much. Right. So it pushed me really hard to be able to do like the acapella vocals and the freestyling and the writing, which led me to singing and producing and just wanting to have full control of how I sound, you know?
Yeah.
So how did you transition from cypher to like music now that into doing music?
So from the ciphers, I was like, yo, this studio, this whole recording thing is crazy. Like the ability to like progress like space and time, because I see the studio like a time machine. You could like enter a time depending on what you input in the microphone, and basically I'll just start hitting the studio, home studios, like get my own mic and keep recording on it even though it's broken. Super whack at everything, super whack music, but I'm like, nah, yo, I could do this, you know. Just started surrounding myself with more like-minded people, and eventually went to this school called City As in Manhattan, and it's a transfer school. So I went to that school for my last year in high school, and they put me in the studio almost every day. And that's how early on I met a lot of my biggest inspirations, like people I always looked up to, and just meeting them made me realize my own worth. And then just working really closely with the craft of engineering and production allowed me to like learn how my vocals can merge with music. So like that's the type of vibe I've been on for like the last 5-6 years.
How old are you, bro?
I'm 20.
20?
Yeah, I was born in 98.
You got that skill?
Yeah.
Jeez. Man, I didn't.
Always growing younger though, you know?
Yeah.
Always growing younger.
Right. 20 years old and he could freestyle like that, man. So when was the first time you got in on like a big stage or something with freestyle? Like were you 15?
Well, like I would always be in the venues like always telling the acts like, yo, can you put me on? I got a crazy set.
You was the eager one.
And
ready.
And so half would always be like, nah. And then half would be like, oh, shit. And then they put me on stage and I'd body it. I just always do opportunities.
Did you watch the movie Bodied?
Nah.
You didn't see the movie Bodied yet?
Nah.
We were talking to Daylight about that. And
I fuck with Daylight.
Yeah,
I like Daylight.
Yeah, he's very, he's an inspiration. I can see it already, you know?
Yeah, he's super woke.
Yeah. So that's exciting, man. We're excited for your set tomorrow, man. We're excited to see you live.
Appreciate that. It's going to be crazy, yo.
Yeah, so we're definitely going to pull up the Beat Barbecue. It's the second annual Beat Barbecue and Cabana Festival.
Yes, sir.
So where can people find you on social media platforms?
Everyone can find me on all platforms of music and social media at koflows, like FLOWS.
Okay, koflows. Go find him. Thank you, man. We appreciate you. Eventbrite.com to get your tickets. See this guy tomorrow. I can't wait to see it, man. The whole set tomorrow.
It's gonna be crazy.
Set?
It's gonna be like around 20 minutes.
Okay.
That project I was talking about, I was working on Big Island. It's pretty much cultivated. It's being in the mastered works right now, and we get the show tracks and just keep on breathing on how I want to project that.
Yeah.
And it's good. I know it's gonna be real dope. So that project gonna come out real soon.
We're excited, man. We can't wait, man. Make sure you send it over to us. You know what I mean? We on the other side of the island, so we on another island, but send it over, man. We excited to see what you cooked up.
I got unlimited hits on the way for sure. Like all genres.
Yeah.
Like just I feel like certain time frames in my life I put certain types of vibes out. And yeah, this is like a predominantly like hip hop, but production wise it's like everything, you know, just real binaural, like real
I like that you have your whole team set already. You know what I mean? You got your team ready.
Yeah, I would have more of my homies out here.
Yeah.
But you know how it would be, you know, you got to move with
It's
select
expensive
few.
to get to Hawaii, I say that.
And live here.
And to live here, yeah.
That's why I practice.
We know.
Like,
we
practice so hard making the financial income to be able to do this because we have no label. There's no label. I have no manager. Just been doing it on our own, and it's been
good, man.
Real
Keep
liberating.
It up.
Like my aura feels more at ease, even though like my mind is stressing more. You know.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Yeah, you know what? The kids are gonna be looking up to you. You
Yo,
know,
you too, man. We out here, like that's what it's all for. Like we all just like at the end of the day, babies just learning because babies learn the most they absorb the environment they're in. So once you know that key, you just put yourself in the right environment.
Yeah,
and you set for life and whatever you want to do for sure.
Well, Koflow, we appreciate you, man, for pulling in.
Thank you.
We appreciate you, and we're definitely excited to see you tomorrow. And it's 93.9 The Beat one more time right here for Koflow.
Yeah.
Boom. 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 Boom.